fans, and welcome to the Cyberzone. I am your host, Rick Diesel. Now, as of the taping of this episode, we are just days away from the AIWF champion, Jimmy Love, going to Trenton, Tennessee. And he's carrying with him the classic championship wrestling Southern Heritage champion, Lewis Moore, and the Madman from Tennessee, Ernie Nord. And this is all new ground for these guys. So, in honor, I guess you could say, of these guys going out to Trenton, Tennessee, being the first ones to make the trip, we're going to have a show today that features all of these guys. First off, we're going to have Tennessee Ernie Nord as he takes on the Pure Pro champion, Corey Etzel. But now keep in mind, this is an SCWA show. SCWA is really showing what a team player they are by submitting the Pure Pro champion taking on Tennessee Ernie Nord as their first match for right here on the Cyberzone. So we want to thank those guys out at SCWA. Now this is from the John Chilton Memorial Show. We want to, those guys do a really good job with this show every year. John Chilton was a wrestler in the SCWA many years ago, and they hold a show every year in honor of him and donate the proceeds from that show to a Boys and Girls Club in Eden, North Carolina. So everybody send your thanks to the SCWA for this great cause. But now, let's go down to Wentworth, North Carolina, and Wentworth National Guard Army for SCWA Wrestling as Corey Etzel takes on the Madman from Tennessee, Ernie Nord.
Get that back, that's a four. Now, Ernie Nord, I want you to look at me when I'm talking to you, son. What just happened was, I was going to grow up that I'm a pure pro wrestling heavyweight champion. I'm on it now! Which makes me the best technical professional wrestler of all time. But the DJ played it and ruined that song. You gotta be careful with these folks, man. It's my people. This is Wentworth, baby. I'm gonna do what you guys came to see me do. I'm gonna dance a little bit.
Hits Tennessee Ernie Nord from behind. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cyberzone. I'm your man on the mic, Rick Diesel, and we are here in Wentworth, North Carolina for the debut match of the SCWA right here on the Cyberzone. And we're starting off big. The SCWA showing how willing they are to work with the boys over in Pure Pro Wrestling by having their debut match on the Cyberzone featuring the Pure Pro champion, Corey Etzel, taking on the wild man from the mountains of Tennessee Ernie Nord. And they're brawling big time outside the ring, ladies and gentlemen. This one is going to be a wild one. Corey Etzel, since he's won the Pure Pro title, he hasn't faced a flurry of big men, but the SCWA told him, you come over here, buddy, we're going to put one of the biggest men in the dressing room in there with you, because this is the SCWA. And they put Tennessee Ernie Nord. Ernie Nord going hard at Corey Etzel right now. Both these big men, I'm really interested to see how Corey Etzel, what game plan he has against the big man from Tennessee. Nice shoulder block. Down goes Corey Etzel. Big splash. Big splash from Tennessee Ernie Nord. Only a 2 count. Corey Etzel kicking out. Referee Smiley telling Ernie Nord just a 2 count. And this is a good test for Ernie Nord, considering as of the taping of this match, we're just a few short days away from Ernie Nord being one of the wrestlers that goes out to the TIWF in Trenton, Tennessee. So this is a good way to get ready for actually wrestlers he's never seen before. Corey Etzel, the hard chops in the back in the corner of the ring. Smiley getting a count. I tell you, Corey Etzel, he's out here by himself tonight. Not other members of Fatback Enterprises are not with Corey Etzel tonight, so he's a man alone in that ring against Tennessee Ernie Nord. Those hard double chops into the chest of Corey Etzel. Corey Etzel, as you may know, is a man who's held titles. Oh, stinky face, no good. Corey Etzel, as you may know, is a man who has held titles all over the Eastern Seaboard. And in the AIWF, he did gather his first title in pure pro wrestling. But here today at SCWA, they're slamming hard. Corey Etzel and Tennessee Ernie Nord. This show is very important to SCWA. It is the John Chilton Memorial Show that they have been running once a year for a very important cause. It is in memory of wrestler John Chilton, and they do it as to raise money for Boys and Girls Clubs over in Eden, North Carolina. So you got to give the SCWA big props for being so loyal to their community and their fellow wrestlers who have followed. Oh, Tennessee Ernie Nord misses a leg drop. That gives Corey Etzel an opening to get back on top, and he does. Corey Etzel, the biggest drop kick in wrestling right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is a lot of weight behind that drop kick when Corey Etzel throws it. Ernie Nord's down. Corey Etzel, those hard kicks. Looks like Ernie Nord's favoring his left arm. Could have got injured. Corey Etzel's not one to let up on somebody when he gets them in a bad way. There's big boots raking across the face of Ernie Nord. This may have been a mistake for Ernie Nord coming to SCWA and stepping in the ring with Corey Etzel just before going to Trenton, Tennessee for the TIWF. That's the last thing Nord wants to do, is go out there with an injury.
Come on. Right there.
Corey Etzel got the ropes choking Tennessee Ernie Nord now.
Get off the road.
It's going to take more than just a few punches to get the big man down. Don't forget, fans, March 28th, SCWA will be returning right here to the Wentworth National Guard Armory. You don't want to miss that. They got a great card coming up. Be on the lookout for that. Watch AIWFWrestling.net for information on that upcoming card. Right back here, SCWA, March 28th, Wentworth National Guard Armory. Ernie Nord still favoring that left arm. Smiley up to a 3 count. Corey Etzel working over the head of Tennessee Ernie Nord with those vicious stomps and kicks. Hey, don't forget, wrestling fans, be sure to join up for the AIWF Army. You can find the link right here on AIWFwrestling.net. That is going to be something to see as it gets bigger and bigger, as everybody becomes recruits for the AIWF Army. And before too much longer, we're going to tell you how you can become an officer in the AIWF Army. And with that promotion comes perks. Find out more about that coming soon on AIWFwrestling.net. Tennessee Ernie North down for only a 2 count. Also, Corey Etzel with a foot on the rope.
We're gonna do it again.
These two big men have pounded each other through this entire match. I do believe that this is going to be a match where the mistake is going to be what causes the loss. And that may be it right there. Tennessee Ernie North catching a big boot into the face. He's caught Corey Etzel up on that top. Oh, this could be bad. This right here could be bad. Corey Etzel gets Ernie North off. Oh, major headbutt. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Corey Etzel has won.
Jimmy Valiant, Boogie Woogie, man.
Legendary Boogie Woogie.
Wait a minute, baby. Wait a minute. Hang on.
What are you doing around
What was that
here?
calling you, buddy?
This is
that
our
Jamie?
neighborhood.
You
This
done
is a
made a
young man's
mistake.
game.
You should be retired, Boogie.
Wait a minute, boys. Let me take a bite of my king dog.
You say King Dog?
King Dog?
Is that what he said?
What? What happened? Come on, boy.
Don't let hunger bully you. Get yourself a king dog and you too can become a super hunger fighter.
Secondhand Heroes and Home for Wayward Villains is a comic book shop and gaming store that also features Magic the Gathering and D&D. Located at 18184 Leesville Road in Evanston, Virginia, Secondhand Heroes is your one-stop shop for you to get your nerd on. Open 7 days a week at 11 a.m. They don't close until the dice stop rolling. They buy, sell, trade, barter, and haggle, specializing in collectible toys, both vintage and modern, comics, Magic the Gathering, video games, console, and arcade cabinets to play, all set to free play. Host your game night with us. Monday night D&D video game competitions, and so much more. Something for the collector and gamer in us all. Call 434-317-0121 or shoot us an email with any questions to secondhandheroesva@gmail.com. Note, secondhandheroesva@gmail.com. That's 2ND, handheroesva@gmail.com. come game with us.
All right, welcome back to the Cyberzone, ladies and gentlemen. As I said at the beginning of the program, we're just days away from the very first guys from this side of the country, so to speak, traveling out to Trenton, Tennessee to make their debut in the TIWF. Now, our main event this week is a match that, well, personally, I refused to do any commentary on this match simply for the fact that, well, you know how I feel about Kenny and Buggy Boy. So, when Kenny and Buggy Boy faced off with Lewis Moore and AIWF World Heavyweight Champion Jimmy Love for the ZCW Tag Team titles, well, we sent it up to Tim Dolan for the commentary. So let's take it right now down to Asheboro, North Carolina. They're the Boys and Girls Club, as the ZCW Tag Team titles are on the line in our main event today as Buggy Boy and Kenny take on Lewis Moore and Jimmy Love. And let's take it out to Tim Dolan right now.
And we're underway. Cyberzone main event this week. Zone Championship Wrestling down in Asheboro, North Carolina. Kenny and Buggy Boy versus Lewis Moore and Jimmy Love for the ZCW Tag Team Championship. Hello, wrestling fans. Tiny Tim calling the action here down in Asheboro as Kenny and Buggy Boy get their chance to reclaim the gold that was stripped from them by the commissioners. Back in October, they won the match. Referee was knocked out. AIWF official Smiley came in to make the count. Referee came to. Footage was reviewed. Referee was knocked out by Buggy Boy. So here we are, the rematch. AIWF World Heavyweight Champion, Handsome Jimmy Love. AIWF Classic Champion, Sudden Impact Lewis Moore versus a team that's calling themselves tonight Sudden Impact Buggy Moore and Handsome Kenny Love. The fans rally behind Kenny and Buggy Boy. Jimmy Love, not wanting anything to do with Buggy Boy, tags in Lewis Moore as Buggy Boy tags in Kenny. Kenny and Lewis Moore have such a rival history starting back in the beginning of 2008 when Kenny came into the AIWF. Lewis Moore was the AIWF Cyberzone TV champion, which is currently being held by Kenny, and it was at the time of this match, I should say. Kenny just losing the title a few weeks ago back. Kenny won the fans poll on the website for his chance to face Lewis Moore and defeated Lewis Moore for the title. Lewis Moore had custody and guardianship custody of Kenny. Butch still was able to get that away, and that was quite an interesting scenario. But Kenny overpowering the champ, Jimmy Love, sending him back to his corner as Lewis Moore's tagged back in. This is a sign of things to come. Kenny and Buggy Boy are much bigger than Jimmy Love and Lewis Moore. They have a lot more power, but can they keep their minds in the match and away from the toys in the middle or on the side of the ring? Are they going to be able to outthink Moore and Love, or are they going to be able to out-wrestle him? We'll see shortly. Lewis Moore make the collar elbow tie-up into a side headlock from Lewis Moore. Kenny pushing Moore into the ropes. Shoulder thrust sends Moore down to the mat, out to the ring to gather his thoughts. That's one thing that Moore and Love need to find out quick. You will not outpower Kenny and Buggy Boy. These two are, they may be a few fries short of a Happy Meal fans, but you will not outpower them. You can outthink them, but you won't outpower them. Backstreet Boys chants going out on the outside, referring back to the video vignette that is caught on film. Lewis Moore and Jimmy Love dancing and singing in the bathroom. Those fans that are unaware of that one, check out the affiliate news section in the archives and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Kenny with something in his hand, not sure what he's got. Buggy Boy distracted the ref, and looks like a noisemaker brought out into play. Good ribbing, as they should say, I guess. Lewis Moore trying to get the referee to make Kenny be serious so they can have the wrestling match that they came here for. Fans, this is no disqualification, no count out. The pinfall must occur inside the ring. Referee Smiley is there to enforce on the outside. ZCW official on the inside, not sure his name, I apologize up front, but inside the ring to make the official count. Kenny trying to lock up. Lewis Moore distracted once again by the fans. Yelling Backstreet Boys, I do believe. Finally, we hear the collar and elbow tie by Lewis Moore. Kenny trying to get his arms around the waist of Lewis Moore. Outpower him as he slides into a behind arm bar. Working on the arm of Kenny. This may be the right approach. Work on the arm of Kenny. Get him leveled and grounded to the point. Oh, reverse by Kenny on the Lewis Moore. Into a side headlock by Kenny. Moore sends it into the ropes. Ducks. Ducks again. Nice leapfrog by Lewis Moore. Trying to hip toss Kenny. Not going to happen, but Kenny sure can hip toss Lewis Moore. Sends Lewis Moore back into the ropes with not sure what that was. But Kenny quick to try to make the cover. One count on Lewis Moore. Very smart of Kenny to go for that pin attempt quick. Kenny working on the arm of Lewis Moore. Kenny Moore, a mat technician. Well known for submission skills as well. He knock out the arms and started to do some moves with that arm. Not the use of it. Kenny put all of his weight into the shoulder of Lewis Moore. Buggy Boy still rallying the fans. Kenny still goes on the assault on Lewis's shoulder. Spinning the arm, tightening up those arm muscles. It's a good way to spin it up too much. It can break one, but doubles. Looks like we got the wave going on here. Nice double clothesline by Buggy Boy and Kenny, sending Jimmy Love into the ring. Love misses. Double elbows to Jimmy Love. Playing play school something. I don't know. Nice double elbow drop by Buggy Boy and Kenny, but the referee is distracted on the outside by Kenny. Lewis Moore makes the save on the pinfall. Kenny back into his corner finally as Jimmy Love gets out of the way. Lewis Moore back into the ring. Elbow to the head of Buggy Boy. Very smart move by Lewis Moore, taking out Kenny on the outside. Much easier to deal with one person than two. And Smiley's going to check on Kenny. Double team over in the corner by Moore and Love. Love sends Buggy Boy into the corner. Putting the shoulder into the stomach of Buggy Boy. Not sure if that's going to really help him at this point. There's a lot down there. Buggy Boy probably weighs in at a good 350, I would say. Lewis Moore with a choke, illegal choke. Come on, ref, turn around and check it. Jimmy Love taunting Kenny over in the corner. Kenny gives him a high five, it appears. Elbow to the back of the head of Buggy Boy, still not down. Love backs Buggy Boy into the corner. Overhand chop down onto the chest. Love trying to put Buggy Boy in the corner. Reversal. And a sandwich over in the corner. Bet the champ loved that. The champ is down. Buggy Boy trying to get his thoughts together, it appears. Trying to make it over to the corner to tag in Kenny. Kenny's hit. Lewis Moore in, continuing the assault for Jimmy Love. Taking Kenny right down as soon as he's tagged in. Lewis Moore goes over onto the back of Kenny. Buggy Boy trying to get his big loop on the outside. And notice Lewis Moore's inching closer and closer over to the corner by Jimmy Love. Very smart tag team wrestling right now by Moore. Getting over in his side of the ring where Kenny cannot tag. Going to work down on those legs of Kenny. Grounding the big man who cannot mat wrestle. Brilliant in the minds of most wrestling fans. Very smart move. Take time for a reaction for a second to tell you about some upcoming events the AIWF has. AIWF will be making their debut in TIWF, our affiliate out in Trenton, Tennessee, Saturday night, March 14th at the TIWF Arena. We're going to be seeing stars such as AIWF World Heavyweight Champion Jimmy Love will be in Trenton. Sudden Impact Lewis Moore is making his way out. Tennessee Ernie Lord, Rick Diesel, the Director of Affiliate Operations, myself, Tiny Tim Dolan will be out there, as well as a few others. Also coming up Saturday night, March 28th, out in Sparta, North Carolina, Classic Championship Wrestling returns to Sparta at the Emerson Black Building. Bell time is 7:30. Also, other affiliate SCWA will be returning to Wentworth at the National Guard Armory March 28th. Want to check out the action there. Bell time also 7:30. And Saturday night, April 18th in Mount Airy, North Carolina, AIWF returns to Mount Airy. And rumor has it, keep this in mind, it's a rumor, but the rumor is there's a legend, a WWE legend, a WCW legend, coming out to Mount Airy April 18th. Make sure you stay tuned, as that announcement's going to be huge. And as a board of director member, just to let you fans know what we've been working on, it appears that some TNA superstars will be making their debuts soon with the AIWF in the Mount Airy Elkin area with our affiliates C4W and Anarchy. So stay tuned. Those announcements will be coming soon. NCWA always has the legends. This is Jake and the Snake. Was there not too long ago. Alan Kolar, Barbarian was there. But it looks like this pattern is starting to change as Mount Airy and Elkin is going to have some legends coming too. Jimmy Love and Kenny on the outside. Kenny's head right down into that bleachers, but still bleachers. As Lewis Moore looks on from the inside, Smiley trying to get it under control outside. Jimmy Love taking it to Kenny's forehead. Buggy Boy going to help his friend. Jimmy Love quick to retreat on the outside as Buggy Boy appears going to help up Kenny. Getting up to his feet on the outside of the ring as the fans start to rally behind him. Lewis Moore and Jimmy Love both inside the ring. The ZCW official, Smiley still on the outside with Kenny and Buggy Boy. Giving Love and Moore a chance to regroup. Love drops down to his knee going on the outside. Trying to get Buggy Boy and Kenny back into the ring. Starts an assault on Buggy Boy. Moore dragging Kenny into the ring. Nice chop sends Kenny down on the inside. It looks like Buggy Boy's got the upper hand on Jimmy Love outside the ring. Oh, bionic elbow on the outside. Sends the champ wailing. Smiley letting him go on the outside as Lewis Moore continues the assault on the inside on Kenny. And I'm pretty sure Buggy Boy just hit Jimmy Love with the bouncy balloon and the bouncy ball. What impact that was. Oh my.
10 minutes have expired, 20 minutes remaining.
I'm not sure what to call that, fans, but Lewis Moore still with the upper hand on Kenny on the inside of the ring. Buggy Boy finally getting in his corner. Lewis Moore sends Kenny into his own corner. Very smart move. Jimmy Love was waiting on him, and the tag now into Love. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, Lewis Moore is the AIWF Classic Southern Heavyweight Champion, and Jimmy Love is the AIWF World Heavyweight Champion. Excuse me. I'm sued by Randy Rich and the Rich Foundation. Nice shoulder neck breaker by the champ. Let's go into a nice DDT. Kenny is down on the mat. If I was Jimmy Love, I'd go for the cover, but tagging in Lewis Moore. What I'm saying, fans, is this is the reason that these two men are champions in Classic in the AIWF, because they are smart mat technicians. They know how to work the ring to their advantage. Jimmy Love going for the body slam on Kenny. Lewis Moore with a leg drop on Kenny. That should be it. Referee distracted. Finally making it over the count. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. That's close though. Referee should have been distracted by Buggy Boy. Lewis Moore jumping on Kenny. Referee Smiley just looks on. Smiley's only job in this match is to be the enforcer on the outside. And it looks like he could have been there to make it count, but he's not allowed by the rules. As Lewis Moore takes Buggy Boy out, he appears to be trying to get back into the retaliation. Lewis Moore headbutts on Kenny. Not sure how effective that is. There's not a lot in Kenny's head in the first place. Back up Kenny, quick tag to Jimmy Love. Very smart on Moore and Love though, making the quick tags, keep them in their corner. If nothing else, they should have this match wrapped up the way it appears really soon. Love and Moore double suplex on Kenny. Nicely implemented, keeping them up in there in the air, letting their blood rush to the head as Jimmy Love makes the cover. Putting Kenny on that second rope. Putting the knee into the back of Kenny, applying that pressure. Kenny trying to make Rodio's corner for Buggy Boy. Jimmy Love stopping the attempted tag. Start the chops back on Kenny. Looking back on that second rope, knee into the back again, making it into a chokehold. Referee trying to stop it. Here's Jimmy Love with some overhand gloves. What's he doing? Oh, no. Kenny got out of the way just in time. Jimmy Love does the split on the second rope. I don't care how much of a champion or anything you are. That's going to leave a mark tomorrow. Buggy Boy gets the tag in. Lewis Moore sends Lewis Moore wailing down. Jimmy Love back into the corner, getting up to his feet. Lewis Moore back down again. Another sandwich by Buggy Boy on the Love. And doing the happy dance in the ring. Lewis Moore takes the upper hand once again. Knees right to the chest. Overhand chops to the back. With the reversal, the spine buster, beautifully executed by the big man on the Moore. As the big man tries to regroup and get over to make the pinfall. Jimmy Love quick to make the save, stopped at 2. Buggy Boy getting back up to his feet. Lewis Moore right there to capitalize. It looks like he's choking him with something. I'm not sure what exactly it was. Chain, maybe a rope of some sort. So the referee's allowing it to happen. Once again, no disqualification in this match. Lewis Moore sends Buggy Boy into the corner. Wow, nice, beautiful split by Lewis Moore. If this was a cheerleading competition, he had only got 10 in the first place, but Buggy Boy moved out of the way very quick. And there's a Frisbee in the ring. Kenny just tossed Buggy Boy a Frisbee. Buggy Boy using it as a foreign object onto Lewis Moore. The referee picking it up and tossing it to Buggy Boy. Drops it right over Lewis Moore's head. They're playing Frisbee in the ring, fans. Referee returning it to the bag of toys brought out by Kenny and Buggy Boy as Buggy Boy continues to have the upper hand on Lewis Moore. Lewis Moore with those quick punches to the face, closed fist at that. Buggy Boy ducks it. Couldn't see what he hit him with there, but it looked like with the brute force of his body. As Buggy Boy has Lewis Moore down on the mat. Lewis Moore actually taking the upper hand advantage again on Buggy Boy, puts him into the corner with Jimmy Love and the quick tag in. AIWF World Heavyweight Champion sends Buggy Boy into the ropes. Kick to the gut. Running knee lift, it appears. Tags in Lewis Moore. Quick tag again. Lewis Moore quick with the flying knee. Drops Buggy Boy to the mat. Quick tags. Beautiful. Once again by Love Moore. Lewis Moore's working over Buggy Boy. See, it looks like Lewis Moore has Buggy Boy's net draped across that second rope. And it also appears Jimmy Love's going down to help out on the outside. Kenny's making his way into the ring to try to get the referee to stop it. This distracts the referee more so Jimmy Love can continue the assault from the outside. Love inching his way back into the corner as Lewis Moore has Buggy Boy pulling him back into a tag team partner's corner. Tag back into Jimmy Love. Buggy Boy in the corner. Then the kicks and the punches to the midsection of Buggy Boy in his own corner. Very smart move. Well played out. Kenny a little upset on the outside. Look how much that rope shakes. Look at the sheer strength of Kenny. Love dragging Buggy into the middle of the ring. Onto those ropes again for leverage. Nice snapmare. Down on the mat, applying the knee to the back for pressure. Wearing the big man out. Wonderfully executed. It's a great way. Take his breath away from him. He's not going to have that much oxygen. He's going to slow down quickly. And for a big man like that, that's exactly what you need to do. Get him to slow down to the point that he's off his feet. Buggy Boy getting the upper hand. Send it into the ropes, I should say. Sleeper by Jimmy Love on the Buggy Boy. Referee checking with Buggy Boy. Ooh, Buggy Boy, nice elbow into the chest of Jimmy Love. Sends him into the corner. And Buggy Boy applies his own sleeper hold on Jimmy Love. Jimmy Love trying to wail, trying to get out of that a little bit. Referee checking with Jimmy Love. May appear Jimmy Love may be out of it here. Jimmy Love coming back and oh, nice shot. That right there, fans, will leave a mark tomorrow. I will assure you of that. Beautiful chin breaker by Jimmy Love. Both men down. Both men trying to get to their corners respectively here. Jimmy Love almost there for Lewis Moore. And it appears that Jimmy Love has made the tag to Lewis Moore. Buggy Boy makes the tag to Kenny. And two fresh faces in the ring. Kenny with clothesline on Moore. Clothesline with Jimmy Love. Clothesline with Lewis Moore again. Power or body slam by Kenny on the Love. Kenny going for something here with beautiful power slam by Kenny on the Jimmy Love. Oh no. Lewis Moore in the wrong place. Look at that show of strength by Kenny. Just dropping him down to the mat. All you can do is watch on. Is it the Kenny elbow? It's the Kenny elbow drop on Lewis Moore. Pinfall attempt. 2 and almost 3. You gotta always love the Kenny elbow. Buggy Boy on the outside. Jimmy Love on the outside. Kenny sending Lewis Moore into the corner. There's a chair in the ring. Oh, Lewis Moore just come down on that chair. He's clutching his wrist. I think he's done something to his arm. Lewis Moore's trying to fight back. It appears he got the chair. Kenny says no. Kick to the midsection. And it looks like Kenny's going. He may get it up too. It's the Playhouse Powerbomb. This match should be over. It's the Playhouse Powerbomb. That's it. You've got new tag team champions. Kenny, make the pin. Oh, Buggy Boy just speared Jimmy Love on the outside into the chairs. Kenny has a chair in the ring. Kenny, just make the pin. Okay. A man that has few brain cells in the first place has a chair in the ring. If I was Lewis Moore, I would get out of the way. Kenny debating. Is he going to hit him with it? Right into Lewis Moore's head. Buggy Boy on the outside. Jimmy Love is down on the outside. Buggy Boy chanting with Kenny to make the pin. Kenny making the pinfall attempt. That's it. You have new. Okay. Once again, Kenny is one of my friends. I mean, I am Kenny's friend. But why he just done that, I don't know. And there's the three. Conscious or no conscious, Kenny and Buggy Boy, the new ZCW Tag Team Champions. What a very interesting outcome this was. Kenny making it, sitting down. Referee raising Kenny's hand as Kenny and Buggy Boy start to celebrate. It appears Lewis Moore is still down on the inside of the ring. Still clenching that arm. Congratulations to Kenny and Buggy Boy, your new ZCW Tag Team Champions, defeating Sudden Impact Lewis Moore and Handsome Jimmy Love for those titles. As the world's most popular tag team are finally the champions. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this week on the Cyberzone. What a main event this week. Long match, too, as usual. Not the average 30-minute show we're used to having. But I'm Tiny Tim saying so long, and we'll see you next time.